Hey everyone, it's Ian the Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day, and welcome back to Ian Sits in His Closet and Narrates a Card Making Video because he didn't know what he was going to do, which I didn't. I didn't know what I was going to do for this card, and so I just kind of turned the camera on and let it rip. And, well, not the paper. We don't want to rip the paper, but I just let my creativity, there we go. I just let my creativity go and created this fun interactive card using a die from, oh dear, that's Lawn Fawn? I think it was Lawn Fawn. Oh gosh, I'll put it up on the screen so that way you can see, or down in the information area. I'm talking way too long, so let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Superstar stamp set from Lawn Fawn. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my Tim Holtz stamp platform, and I have the little mouse and the little telescope, which are adorable. I really like the stamp set just for these images because they are so cute, and I figured they'd be really great for this card. I'm stamping on some just regular 60-pound cardstock, nothing crazy, and I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink because it is Copic safe. I'm going to use my Copic markers to do some just very basic coloring, nothing crazy. If you are looking for a coloring tutorial, unfortunately, I am not the channel for you because I have a very limited selection of Copic markers, and that's just kind of what I use. I did notice that my purple telescope, I didn't use Copic markers. I actually used a different type of marker for the telescope, and that marker actually started to bleed and eat away at the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I can't talk. And so I ended up having to go ahead and just freehand stamp this telescope again. Unfortunately, I didn't realize when I stamped it again that the legs of the telescope were not correct. Like, I had accidentally moved them. So as I go to put the die on them, they don't line up. Like, the telescope body doesn't line up with the legs of the telescope tripod. So I did the best that I could. If I really wanted to, I could have gone back and perfected it and stamped again, but honestly, I'm kind of lazy, so I just decided to go with it. I'm using some 60-pound paper, and I don't know where this came from, but it has some really great like white speckles in it, which is perfect for nighttime sky. And of course, I'm using the Reveal Wheel die set from Lawn Fawn. I'm also going to cut some yellow paper for the actual wheel itself. And if you notice at the top there, I have two of those rectangular shapes, one with the shooting star die cut in it, the other one without it, and you'll see why in a little bit. I freehand cut this green paper. I wanted to kind of make it like a grassy hill, and so I went ahead and freehand a round hill, grassy knoll, whatever you want to call that, and then I went ahead and cut it again with this die so that way I could get the perfect size and shape for my grassy knoll. I'm also using this Aaron Lee, I think that's Aaron Lee, right? Cardstock cuts, which is this wonderful holographic rainbow kind of loveliness. Die cuts beautifully, so I used a, which one did I use? Oh, I used my Waffle Flower A2 sized dies to cut an A2 sized piece. I can't even describe how amazing the holographicness of this one is. It's just beautiful. I went ahead and glued down my grassy knoll, and I'm kind of figuring out the placement for my die cut mouse and die cut tripod and telescope. Just kind of placing them where I think I want them, and then I'll use my dot liner adhesive to go ahead and attach them onto the front of the card. I then wanted to stamp my sentiment down in the lower right corner, and so I grabbed some more of the sentiments from this stamp set, and I think if I remember correctly as I'm watching this, I think it says "Have a stellar birthday," which I think is perfect for this greeting. I wanted to do heat embossing, but I realized that it would heat up the adhesive and more than likely it would come off. So I'm using some Nina Solar White 110-pound cardstock, and I'm going to go ahead and use my dot adhesive liner again, roller, whatever it is, and I'm going to attach my holographic paper to that cardstock. It's not paper, it's cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and attach that on there. I'm also going to attach my back piece of my interactive piece onto the front of that holographic cardstock. If you've ever seen how a reveal wheel works, there's basically some foam squares on the back side, and then there's a brad that goes through the center, and you just kind of place it down. There's plenty of videos out there on YouTube, and you just kind of line everything up on the wheel. There's like indentations that kind of tell you how far to move the wheel down and off to the left or right. Like I said, there's plenty of videos out there, and if you should be able to find one. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and place my little greetings. I think they're actually supposed to fit inside the thought bubble or speech bubble for the stamp set, but they worked perfectly to fit inside the actual star. So I rotated it around to make sure that I was getting everything. I almost put it down so that way it would have been like sideways, upside down, something. Didn't want to do that, so I ended up rotating it around each time. And then I just took my Memento Tuxedo Black ink again and inked them up. And there's 3 sentiments. Did I say that right? There's 3 sentiments and 1 just like sunglass face, which I thought was perfect. I added some more foam tape around the wheel, making sure not to touch the wheel, and that way it will pop up the rest of the card, and the wheel's not like the highest point. You have to support the rest of the card, otherwise it just kind of goes flat and looks a little strange. Trust me, done it before by accident. But anyways, so I'm just lining everything up, making sure it's all good to go, and that I'm gonna get it perfectly placed onto the front. And there we go. There's our interactive card with all sorts of fun sentiments and a little face in there. And I always forget this part. I couldn't stamp on this paper, so I used one of the die cut from the reveal wheel set that's a little arrow to show you that it's an interactive card, and that all you have to do is turn the little wheel and you get to reveal the different sentiments and face. So there you go. That's a simple and easy reveal wheel card, and I think it came out quite nicely. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm making it my goal in 2021 to hit 100,000 subscribers, but I need your help to make that happen. Take a moment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then don't forget to check out the other great videos that I have here on my channel. Also, share this video with your friends and tell them to come check out the Off Kilter Crafter.